Right, Shalom. It's your brother Quashab coming back at you with another lesson, another M.O.T.B episode. I believe this is part 28. All right. And, as we can see through the news, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you can clearly see things are ramping up. All right. But before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rekak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. All right, and as well as the believers that believe in the gospel. And may you endure to the end, Lord will. All right. Now, as you can see in the article I have queued up, which I'm gonna read a little bit in it, and it's the spirit, man. It's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that these things are being revealed, all right, that these initiatives are actually being pushed, man, right? Because at the end of the day, these things must come to pass, all right? And as it says in Habakkuk, yet the vision is for an appointed time, but at the end it's going to speak, all right? It shall speak and it shall not lie, all right? Now, it says, it's an article from Zero Hedge. It says, 2024, the inevitable rise of biometrics, okay? Now, before we get into this article, I want to get some clarification on what biometrics is, all right? Which metric goes into measure, and bio pretty much means the body, all right? Now, it says a measurable salakia. Let me grab this the online etymology first. Now, it says of or pertaining to biometry, all right? Now, when you go into biometry, it says the calculation of life expectancy, all right? See bio plus metry, all right? Now, you're going to see that bio goes into life, all right? The biological or pertaining to living organisms or the constituents, all right, to live. You see, now when you compare that, what metry, it says the process of measuring, all right? So biometrics is basically the process of measuring your life, man, all right? Your body, okay? The things that pertain to you, okay? Now, as we go into this article right here, it says a measurable physical characteristic or personal behavioral trait used to recognize the identity or verify the claimed identity of an applicant. Facial images, fingerprints, and iris scan samples are all examples of biometrics, all right? Now, I want you to remember that facial images, fingerprints, and iris scan samples are all examples of biometrics, all right? Now, which we're going to go into with the article, all right? It says, have you noticed a lot of two-factor authentication prompts lately? Are you getting emailed verification codes that take forever to arrive, so you have to request another? Right? It says perhaps you're asked to do captures to prove you are human, and they seem to be getting more and more complex all the time, or simply not working at all. All right? Why do you think that might be? We'll come back to that. Did you know that we're in a breakthrough year for a biometric payment system? According to the story from CNBC, JP Morgan and MasterCard are on board with the technology and intend a wide rollout in the near future following successful trials. All right. Now, we've seen the process over the course of years go from credit cards, you swipe them, okay, to a chip being inserted, all right, into now you have a tap and go, all right, or tap pay, in which people use their phones, all right? It's convenient. You leave your wallet at home, All right, but really and truly, this thing has been ultimately massaged into the brains of the people so delicately, so that when the M.O.T.B comes and it gets pushed on the people, they're just gonna accept it, man. All right, because they've accepted everything else, man. You know. Now it says, according to the story from CNBC, all right, which I have here, it says with J.P. Morgan, MasterCard on board for biometric breakthrough, you may start paying with your face. You see, now what is that ultimately getting you ready for? All right, for you to have you sit your face in something, all right, or have your face scanned. Well, it's just making it more and more easier for you to receive a micro chip in your brain, man. All right, in your head, right between your eyebrows. You know, it's just a thing of just ultimately just being massaged into the brain of the people, man. All right, and the vibration here in America is so low that they don't even understand what's going on. You know, they just worried about basketball, hockey, or whatever entertainment show that you watch, and picking up fast food, man. All right, which is why the scripture said that day is going to come as a thief in the night, man. All right, at 1 Thessalonians 5, you know, which I might have to get in a second. But I just want to read the key points in this article, okay? His brother's been going into it, you know, maybe a day or two ago. All right, now it says biometric payment options are becoming more common in the U.S., such as Apple Face ID enabling app purchases, and Amazon's introduction of pay by palm technology in stores, and financial firms from J.P. Morgan to MasterCard embracing the technology. All right, so we living in a time to where, all right, what's this devil Cotton Swab said a few months ago, that the intelligence era has begun. All right, and ever since he said that, you have seen multiple things being pushed. All right, that's all a part of forwarding the new system. All right, this new enterprise, which is the NWO, that they want to accomplish. All right, which is a new world. You see, like I said, some U.S. restaurant chains have started letting patrons pay by face, an option already common in Asia, powered by Ally Pay. While privacy is a concern, that's nothing new in the tech world, and Juniper Research forecasts $3 trillion in mobile biometric payments by 2025. Okay, which is why they are calling it a breakthrough year, because it's reaching numbers that it's never reached before. All right, the people are using it more and more. Why? Because it's convenient. You see, I don't have to have my wallet. I don't have to worry about being robbed and having something taken from me. I just have to wet my face, man. Or I just have to wet my hand. You see? And which we can clearly see that the thought of convenience is about to get a lot of people killed. You see? And it's all through the spirit of the Lord, man. All right? Now, I'm going to jump back to this. You know, it's because this is pretty good points. And, you know, Lord will, I'll leave this in the description box. If brothers could read, because I'm not going to read through the whole thing. It says, I will focus on biometrics as a secure way to verify identity, replacing the password with the person. What does that sound like? Merging man with technology. You see, the fourth industrial revolution. Or how can they replace the password with the person? Ultimately, it's receiving a micro chip. You see, because if you got it in your hand or in your forehead, it's no need to verify you. We already know who you are. You see, it says I will focus on biometrics as a secure way to verify identity, replacing the password with the person is at the heart of our efforts in this area. You see? So if brothers got iPhones and different phones, you go and download a new app, or you go and you forget your password, you can hit the face indication, all right? And it's going to scan your face and unlock everything, man. All right? The technology has already been in a play for several years, man. All right? Before the facial recognition technology, what did they have? Fingerprint technology. You see? So it's just a fact, like I say, it's just a fact of things are being massaged into your brain. So when they roll out the M.O.T.B, you're not gonna think nothing of it. Oh, instead of scanning your face, you could just scan your hand. You could just use the radio frequency identification. You don't even have to worry about it, you know? It says, you read that. It says, as we covered in a recent this week, PayPal is pushing out its own biometric payment systems in the name of preventing fraud. You see? Now let me get this. All right. This has made me think of 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. All right. The NLT, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. All right. And this is nothing more than an evil scheme. You see? An evil plan. All right. Saying that this is in the name of preventing fraud. Well, that's another scheme of Satan, man. All right. It's another scheme by the elites. All right. The elite bankers to get people to do what? Take the C-hip, man. All right. In the name of tracking your children. Okay. So you don't have to worry about your kids going missing. Give them the C-hip. You see, we can all see where this is going, man. All right, because the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gave us a spirit, all right, the unction to know all things, man. All right, which is Lord will, you know, he continue to keep us that we may endure and not be subject, all right, or not be given into taking this, man. You know, it says Moscow's metro system has been using facial recognition cameras for biometric payments for over a year. You see, in other countries are already already ahead of the game. All right, America is really and truly behind. You see, because like brothers say all the time, particularly like the elders say down here all the time, America is going to be the last because they know that things are going to get crazy. All right, it's going to get chaotic. You see, and once the other countries see that, they're going to get in the same state. So let's massage it. Let's push it on them first. All right. And as people, as the saying in the world go, all right, save the best for last, man. All right. It says, and it's not just payments. Replacing the password with the person has already spread to other areas. Hoping a core support for biometrics from the right national governments are collecting biometrics to curb illegal immigration. You can expect that to spread, you see, to verify who you are. All right, we need to scan your eye. We need to scan your palm. All right. Well, ultimately, it's going to be, we need to give you the C-hip to make sure you're not this person. And once we give it to you, we're going to know who you are. You see? It's all kind of devices. All right, I might have to get that word. Device. Right? This is Strong's G.
Strong's G 3540. Naima.
All right. What's the point is an evil purpose. You see? An evil purpose, man. Let me see what the root word actually says. It says to perceive with the mind, to understand, to have understanding. All right. To exercise the mind, to comprehend. All right. So this is what you know the elites are doing, man. All right. Trying to have it, which they already do have an advantage on the people. All right. But this is what they ultimately doing, man. But we are the ones that's not ignorant of these things, you see? So it says the EU will be implementing a new biometric entry-exit system as soon as October this year. Biometric signing is on the rise too. So everything is just leading to biometric. Biometric this. All right, biometric that. Face scan here. Finger scan there. Palm scan there. You see? You can clearly see what things are leading to, man. All right? Jake is just not going to wake the hell up, man. All right? Which is why we hope and pray that the elect have been sealed, you know, by them pushing things out like this, you know, to know and to understand what's going on, man. You see? It says laptop, tablets, and smartphones already come with face reading and fingerprint scanning technology to confirm your identity. Social media companies have been collecting biometric data for security and identification purposes for years. Google Play launched a new biometric accessibility feature only a couple of weeks ago. So we can clearly see the things of the world are changing. All right, the world that we once knew pre-demic, all right, in which they kept saying what? This is a new normal, all right? And this is the new normal. You see? Well, everywhere you go is gonna have these cameras, all right, that we see with the especially down here in New Orleans. It's a facial recognition technology with the certain cameras that they use, all right, in what we call the hood, all right. They have these cameras with that's flashing red and blue, all right, and it's constantly recording people's face, man, all right. As you drive by your car, you might see one sitting up on the power line, all right, but it's actually recording people's face, all right, using that biometric technology, man. You see? It says, it's all just so convenient, isn't it? So much faster than emailing security codes and solving increasingly impossible captchas, both of which have unaccountably gotten harder and more complicated recently and will doubtless continue to do so. That's how they get you. Convenience. You see? They won't ever remove the old-fashioned ways of accessing your accounts, but it will get increasingly slow and difficult to use while biometrics get faster and easier. Convenience, man. You see? It says, meanwhile, the propaganda will begin to flow. Influence will be paid to use. Hey, man, this man is watching the prophets, all right? Whoever this is that wrote this article, all right? Let me see. Tyler Durden. He's watching the prophets, man. All right? The elders, the apostles, all right? Because brothers have been saying this, man. All right? Your celebrities, okay? All of you, the athletes, the entertainers, all right, which are the influencers. It says will be paid cool, futuristic biometric payment options that feel like having superpowers and contrived viral videos. You see, they're going to make this the new trend, all right? And this is going to cause what? Everybody to go and get it, you see? But the people don't understand that there's a judgment written, all right, for receiving it, man. And yeah, I'm talking about the M.O.T.B, not just biometrics, because you got to know how they use code words, man. All right. Now it says, maybe a major hack or cyber attack will only affect those who haven't switched to biometric authentication yet. You get the idea. And all while supranational corporate megaliths will be creating a massive database of voice recordings, finger and palm prints, facial and retinal scans. It's a good thing we're ruled by a morally upright elite. Imagine the damage that they can do with all of that. All right. And I believe that was pretty much it on the article. All right. Now, I mentioned that it's a judgment written, okay, for falling into the snares of the devil. All right. For getting finessed by the elites. You see? Now, this is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. All right. And it says, and a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You see, you're going to be destroyed, man. Some of you going to be destroyed by Yahushua himself. Some of you going to be destroyed by the army of the 144,000, man. Some of you going to be destroyed by the holy angels, all right? Micah Allah, you know. Hey, man, that's not a good side of the coin to end up on, man. All right. Now it's a judgment number 2. It says Revelation 16:2, it says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast. You see, a noisome and grievous sores goes into what? Cancer. All right, because you got all of these radio waves flowing throughout all of your body, man. It's not good. All right. What you AirPods, all right, your Apple Watch, even your phone, man, it's like a pocket full of radiation, man. All right, we wonder why so many people have cancer, all right? Why so many people are sick? Why do so many people have migraines, headaches, man? All right, because everything in this society is full of radio waves, man. All right, which is not good for the body, man. You see? But this is the way things are getting ready to go. You see? Now you can either be put to death by the Lord, all right, or you can die from taking a C-hip and having it in you, man. All right? There's no good that comes from it, you see? But this devil is going to cause you, all right? He's going to make, which, I go into that word all the time, all right? And he calls it both small and great, reaching for a free and bond, man. All right, because it's going to come to a certain point where this devil is going to make things mandatory. All right, it's going to be a point to where you're not going to no longer have an option. You see, but it's on us, all right, the men of the Lord, to continue to warn the people, because you may have sincere believers out there that might not know. All right, which is why the apostle said, if you get tired of hearing about the M.O.T.B, well, just go subscribe to a different camp, man. All right, because we got to continue to warn the people as these new snares, all right, these new schemes, these devices are being laid out, man. All right. Now, I'm going to end it off in 1 Thessalonians, right? Lord will, this lesson was edifying, right? It's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right? But this is the point. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. You see? We got the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding what's going on. All right? The Lord woke you up for a reason. You see, ye are all children of the light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. All right? Locked in, man. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. For the Most High had not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. You see, so it's a reason that the Lord is putting a message out through his men, okay? So that day don't overtake you as a thief, man. All right, so that you don't be caught up in the things of this world, man. All right, in darkness, you see. But no, we are children of the light, all right, because the Lord has given us that unction to know all things, all right, that anointing, man. You see, so we got to use it, to continue to inform, edify, exhort, all right, and comfort those that are hopefully elect, man, to continue in the faith, and that these things, that these snares, that they be not overtaken by them, So Abarat Desada was edifying, man. Till the next time, I say shalom.